Yes, people. Welcome back to the stream. Let me just double check my audio is working. It is working. Yes, people. A little bit of a daily roundup. Kind of like a live one. Catch up on the news. See what transfer stuff's going on. It's been popping off again today. Nunez doing bits. Cancelo getting off. So we'll go through all the stuff that's has been happening. If you're new to the stream, make sure you subscribe and also like the stream. Helps other people find the channel. Yes. Big up to all the people in the chat already. Craig Party Time is in the chat. And he's the Donny who's been keeping us up to date with the Nunez deal. And he seemingly is getting it right. Like, we heard nothing about Tommy Doyle. Craig Party Time was full sending the Tommy Doyle thing. And now, the rumours are coming out about that. So it's like, I kind of trust him, you know.
Craig Party Time is ITK Party Time.
He's the resident ITK.
It's all popping off. It's all popping off today, man. I'm still sick as a dog, so I'm not fully kept on top of it. But I've seen bits of it on Twitter. It's going crazy, the Nunez stuff.
Yeah. So obviously David Arnstein came out today, a couple of hours ago, said Nunez has stopped training with Wolves. Nunez informed Wolves he's wished to join City, but will face disciplinary action over his absence from training should a deal not be struck with City. So he's full committing to this. He wants to leave situation, but do you think he's going about it the right way?
Yeah, absolutely. If I was him, I'd be doing the exact same thing. With what day is today? Monday. The window closes on Friday, doesn't it? So he's probably sitting there stressing, saying, I want this deal, and if I want it to happen before the deadline, I need to do something about it to make it happen. So, he's probably looking at it saying this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I know we've been in for him before, sort of, but this is the best chance he's going to get. We're full sending him. We obviously want him, and we're making moves to do it. So he's quite clearly saying, I'm going to do my part. I'm going to do my part to make it happen, because you don't want to get to deadline day and it's not done. And he's sitting there going, fuck, I could have been a treble winners instead. I'm still here at Wolves, with all due respect. So yeah, man, he's doing his bit, and this is what we said that McAtee would have to do. I know that didn't happen in the end. This is what we said Eze may have to do, and it's what Nunez probably has to do, and he's doing it. So He wants his move, man. He wants his move. Personal terms agreed, and he's missing training. So
Patrick Cross there says Mahrez vibes, and it is Mahrez vibes. It reminds me of that. Ben Lynn with 8 months. Yes, Ben. He says, "Damn, 8 months already. Yes, lads. Would love this Nunez deal to get through. Cancelo, great player, bad attitude, good riddance. Love the channel. Yes, Ben, mate. Massively appreciated, bro. Yeah, I think it's the right thing for him to do. He's trying to force Wolves' hand a little bit, isn't he? He's doing everything he can from his side to get this deal over the line, and I think it'll get done. I think it'll get done pretty quick now as well, in the next 2 days, I'd say, because City will want to move fast with this, and Wolves don't want any more fuss being kicked up.
Yeah, no, well, like the fact that Nunez is doing this, he's playing his cards. You know what I mean? He's making his point clear that. I don't know how respectful he's been about it. I don't know what he's saying word for word, obviously, to his club, but he's making it pretty fucking clear. I want this move. I want this move, and if you don't make this move happen for me, I'm gonna cause problems. Unfortunately, like as harsh as it is for maybe Wolves fans to see that kind of thing happening, and for Wolves as a club to have to deal with that, it is the reality of professional football at the highest level. It is the reality of the game and the market and the way it works. You have to be cutthroat and ruthless for yourself. Like footballers, they're in it for themselves. It's their career. They need the best for themselves. So when you're presented with an opportunity to go and play for Pep Guardiola and join Man City's treble-winning team, you just got to force it. You got to make it pretty clear and do everything you can in your power to make that move happen. So, exactly, who's that in the chat there says, yeah, Vinay says it's about opportunity. This is an opportunity of a lifetime, as I said, for Nunez. So, if he wants this deal to happen, he needs to make sure he's doing his part, because Wolves quite clearly want the best deal for themselves, but him putting pressure on them and causing a bit of a fuss, they won't want to keep him. So, I think it'll get done. It'll get done in the next few days.
Yeah, I agree. Apparently Nunez didn't train on Sunday or Monday, so he's not trained for the past 2 days because he's trying to force it. And Wolves are looking at formalising their interest in Tommy Doyle. That's a ducker from the Telegraph, and that's what Craig's been saying all along about that. Craig in the chat said City have already booked 2 medical slots for Thursday and Friday, so the deal can move quickly. Makes sense.
Yeah, I mean the Tommy Doyle thing, I think it's good. I think it's good. With all due respect to Tommy Doyle, I like him, but he's not City standard. He's not good enough to play for City. The amount of competition we have in that area of the pitch, he ain't getting looking, unfortunately, for Tommy Doyle. And probably playing for a club like Wolves right now is the level Tommy Doyle is at. So I'd let him go there if that's going to speed the deal up, or if it's going to soften the blow for Wolves. I'd happily let Tommy Doyle go. Like I said, nothing against him. I rate him, and I think he has a career as a Premier League footballer, which is absolutely no bad achievement, or is nothing to laugh at. But you're talking about Manchester City here. You're talking about the current best team in the world. Is Tommy Doyle going to get into that best team in the world? No, he ain't. Yeah, so if they want him, let him go. City have the medicals booked for Nunez. They want this deal done rapid, and they'll get this deal done rapid.
It's just come out now as well. Wolves are very keen to sign City's James McAtee, treated separately to a proposed deal for Nunez. Ajax, Sheffield and Leicester are also looking at McAtee, with a move to Holland particularly appealing as a potential replacement for Kudus. So they'll be looking at that. Obviously, City need to decide what we want to do with players like McAtee and Cole Palmer. Whether we keep hold of them or not, but obviously there's only a week left of the window, so we need to figure out what we're doing with that. So if that's the case, there could be a potential for the McAtee deal going to Wolves. If McAtee's going somewhere, I want him to be in the Prem. Like, I get that Ajax thing, but I don't want to see him like go Ajax and get loaned out there. I want him to get Premier League football. But yeah.
I'd like to see McAtee in the Premier League. I think he's ready to play in the Premier League, McAtee. You know, he did a very good job in the Championship last season for Sheffield United. I mean, I spoke to him and Hal, as you know, for the preview, and I asked him, one of the questions was what are his thoughts on McAtee and what's the ceiling for James McAtee? How far can he go? And he thinks, I think he said that McAtee he could play for Manchester City, and his thoughts were similar to ours. He needs maybe a bit more development, and it's time for that to be in the Premier League. So he thought even going back to Sheffield United would have been a good deal for McAtee, but I think an Ajax move would be sick for his development. That total football, you know, that the Johan Cruyff philosophy, which Pep obviously takes a lot of influence from. So yeah, for McAtee, I think a loan move in the Prem would be great. But it's similar to Tommy Doyle in the sense that even though I actually rate McAtee slightly higher than I rate Tommy Doyle, you're still talking about heavy competition in his area of the pitch, and we're still bringing in players constantly. Like we're looking at Nunez, we're looking at Eze. No doubt there'll be more next season as well. So is he capable of getting in there? I hold more hope for him than I do Tommy Doyle, but it's still a big ask. Like it's not something easily done. As much as we love the romantic idea of our academy players getting to the first team and doing what Phil Foden's done, minute percentage ever get to do that.
Yeah.
Like minuscule percentage will ever get to do that properly. So we'll see.
It's hard to break through, man. There's more on this James McAtee thing. City not willing to sell McAtee as he's viewed as a player who can compete for a starting place in the long term, but they will consider a loan to a club they feel will further his development. So that's City's stance on it. It'd be interesting to see what James McAtee wants to do. Like I say, it'd be like if he backs himself, then and wants to stay, then I'm all for it. I like that. I like the idea of him getting some more game time this year, and he's another creative mid, so something else that we need. But yeah, we'll have to wait. Obviously, there's only a week left of the transfer window now, and not even a week, or a couple of days left of this transfer window. So there's not a lot of time for us to basically make these decisions. So depends who comes in for him, I guess. There was some actual news in the terms of outgoings, and Cancelo has gone. He's gone to Barca. There is a £25 million option to buy as well on that. So
yeah, it's probably the best thing. Get him off the books. Obviously, Pep won him.
Pep was very clear.
Pep don't want him. No one was going to pay his actual valuation. His actual valuation, to be fair to him, is probably upwards of £50 million. But because he is on his day one of the best fullbacks in the world in terms of attacking, so he's worth a lot more than an option of €25 million, which is under £20 million, which is mental. Yeah, but just to get him out of the club, unfortunately, we're going to have to take the hit. We're going to have to take the financial hit, but it's for the betterment of the team that Cancelo's not there. I mean, you have to, I know it ended on a sour note, but you do have to be thankful. Cancelo gave us a lot of good memories. Yeah, Cancelo definitely. At times for us. There was a stage there where I was picking Cancelo up as the best fullback in the world. I can't remember, was it last season or the season before, but I was going on shows saying Cancelo, man, in terms of attack, he's the best fullback in the world. And he was at a stage. His creativity was insane at one stage. So it's not all sour for me in terms of ending with Cancelo, but you gotta go, bro. If Pep don't want you, you're gone. You're not more important than Pep.
Yeah, that's it. If you're flying out with Pep, you've got no chance. I mean, I thought when we seen him in pre-season, I thought there might have been a way back for him. I was thinking, ooh, is this a remontada mode for Cancelo here? But that wasn't the case, and he binned it and got off. Nick told the Forties says, how's the finger, Bray? Cancelo fee is a robbery. Cancelo fee is a robbery. The fact that it's so cheap, and the finger is alright. It stopped bleeding now. It was still bleeding like all last night as well, but it has stopped bleeding now. They need a major clean-up job is needed of the shed because I keep finding blood everywhere on cables. But yeah, fingers fine, mate. I appreciate that, Nick Toll. Yeah, Cancelo going to Barca had to happen. Did you see the quote from Pep? Not quote from Pep. Sorry, there was a thing that an article saying that Pep was even willing to let him go to United. Like he just get him out of the team. So it's clear that we didn't want wild. Him. Clearly we didn't want him.
You know that's actually a massive disrespect to Cancelo. Like I'd be hurting if I heard that. If I was Cancelo, I'd be like, he dislikes me so much. He let me go to Man United. That's wild. He must have really pissed him off, but fuck it, it is what it is.
Yeah, ain't no way back for Cancelo, and he's now gone, so he dipped to Barcelona. I'm not sure what their situation is. Joey registering players and that. So I genuinely have no idea. I'm guessing they're pretty chill because the people would have made more of us.
They got Gundo registered.
Pardon? They've registered. They definitely registered Gundogan. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't actually know their financial situation. It's such a mystery. What's going on there. Like, we all know they have issues, but the extent of the issues at that club, I don't know. I think it's a lot deeper than we're led to believe. But the thing with Barcelona is because they're such a big institution, sorry, and such a powerhouse in Spanish football. Spain needs them to keep going and keep ticking over. And Spain needs them to continue bringing players in. So they'll get away with shit, Barca. Do you know what I mean? They'll get away with shit that say a Burnley or a Southampton wouldn't, because they're so powerful and they're such a heavyweight. So you actually can't. You don't know how to judge their situation. All you can do is just see.
Did you see the thing about the apparently Spain and FA and UEFA? There was a thing of them basically leaving UEFA if a guy got sacked, and it'd mean that all the Spanish teams wouldn't have Champions League football, which is pretty mad. Which would be a nightmare.
Oh, is this over the Donny kissing the girl after the match?
I didn't see why. Genuinely didn't see why.
It was to do with. I'm pretty sure when Spain women's team won the World Cup. Did you see your man, president of Spanish FA, kissed on the lips one of the Spanish female players?
Did he? I didn't see that. That's pretty mad.
Yeah, and there's a big controversy over that. It's wild. It's wild. I don't really know the stance of who stands with who kind of thing, but I know the girl hasn't taken it well. Rightly so. You can't just go and kiss a girl if you just want to be kissed. But yeah, it's wild. It's wild. It's wild. UEFA are involved, and it's chaos. But yeah.
Patrick with the 5 says off topic. He said the random Joao Felix being offered 0.1% chance, but honestly believe him under Pep in the Alvarez role behind Haaland would cook. Yeah, I don't think he's going to move for that. Isn't he
No.
Isn't he it's a full cent on trying to join Barca? I see anything that he just legit. He just wants Barcelona. That's what he's kind of waiting out for. But God knows.
Right. I don't like Joao Felix. I don't rate him as highly as other people do. I don't think he would suit us anyway. He'd suit certain systems, but I don't think he has the output. He's not what we need. We need someone. We need creativity and output. I don't think Joao Felix has the goals that we're looking for. We have enough players who can do what he does. We don't need him.
Yeah, I genuinely don't see us moving for that. But some people like him. Loads of people have actually said about Felix during the time. If we weren't getting Nunez or someone and we was a bit desperate, I'd be yeah, go get Felix. Just do something. King Kaiser the 5 says, do you lads get frustrated with our lack of creativity at times during the games? Who do you look at to step up? Kovacic played outstanding. Kovacic has played outstanding. He looked like he's been in a Pep side forever. He genuinely looks like he's been playing for City for years. And yeah, creativity-wise, it is frustrating, but that's why we're going and getting players. Well, that's why you'd hope that we'd be signing an attacking, creative player. But not really happened yet. Depends what Nunez brings to the team.
Yo, people going wild with the super chats. I want to say thank you for the support, people.
Yeah, man.
Really appreciate it, man. It helps. If you don't want a super chat, that's perfectly fine. Just hit the like button. That's free to do. But all of you who are super chatting, massively thank you all so much. It really helps us. So big up to all of you. But like I said, if you don't want a super chat, it's all good. Just hit the like button and subscribe.
Yeah, you're paying likes in it. You just pay with 1 like. That's it. Plunger cameraman with a £2 donation. Yes, mate. With nothing on it. Then another £2 donation, and he says, "Why are you letting Cancelo go to Barcelona?" And then he's another £2 donation with a super sticker, and there's a retracted one as well. All from Plunger cameraman as well. There's a £5 super chat as well, but I can't see that message. So if you want to put that message in the chat, then I can read it out. Yeah, we're letting him go because he fell out with Pep. Well, rumours are fell out with Pep. So that's it. No Cancelo for City anymore. Is MJG's raising you up, bro?
Yep, rightly so.
Yep. Not past the watershed yet, though, innit? So it's
Say again.
What?
Oh yeah. MJG is my good friend. I appreciate that, MJG. You're always boosting my confidence, and sometimes a brother needs that.
Anthony Landolfo the 2 says, Mateus Nunez, what goal? I don't know what you mean, Anthony. But if you're on about the Mateus Nunez deal, then he's on strike in it. So I reckon it'll be done in the next couple of days. It'll definitely be done in the next couple of days.
Yeah. I actually rate it, man. The idea of signing Nunez has really grown on me. Like when I first heard it, I think we were off air, but we were in Discord call together, and you said to me, "Look at this, Mateus Nunez from Ornstein, was it maybe?" And I was kind of like, no, I wasn't blown away, but then, as the days have gone by, I've thought more about it and what it means for our team and what he can offer, and I'm behind it.
Yeah,
I'm behind it. I always eventually, if I don't initially like the idea of a signing, if we pursue it as a club, I always eventually come to the idea of, well, if Pep wants him, I want him. Do you know what I mean? Like I never end up doubling down on the way I actually feel. If we really push for a player, if it's quite clear the club want them, I eventually just go, yeah, Pep wants him. It is what it is.
Yeah, and you got to trust it, innit? Trust what Pep wants. Nick told the 14 says, I'm starting this 100k by May. Let's go. Yes, Nick told me 100k by May would be next level. That's something that obviously we are pushing towards. If you are new, again, make sure you subscribe to the channel, get a notification bell so you get notified every time that we go live and that. But yeah, we're trying to get to 100k. We're skipping 90 because we don't know business with that 90k. Straight to 100k. King Kaiser with the 2 says, you're not giving a budget. What's your 11 for City? Oh, just the 11 that we have now.
Our starting 11? Our predicted 11.
Yeah, you're not giving a budget, now, so then he's saying that just we can have any player in the world, like any players at all. It's basically like
I'd take Grealish out and put Vinicius in.
Yeah,
that's it.
Get Vinicius in. A fully fit Kevin De Bruyne would be nice. Mbappe. Yeah. Mbappe and Haaland up top. A front three of Mbappe, Haaland, and Vinicius.
Nah, Mbappe is trouble, mate. He blows hot and cold, that guy, with his head. He's bipolar. One day he's like, I want to leave PSG. The next day he's like, I am Parisian. I'm staying at Paris. I'm like, bro, make your mind up. You know what I mean?
Is that what you want to do, innit?
You can't be fucking leading people on all the time.
Yeah.
Make your mind up.
Speaking of making the minds up, Kalvin Phillips has made his mind up. And he has no desire to leave City despite the pending arrival of Nunez. Apparently, a couple of Premier League clubs have been looking at getting him. City would consider selling him, but he ain't gonna go anywhere. He ain't gonna go anywhere.
Poor old Kalvin, man. Poor old Kalvin. He's having a rough time, but we have to get behind him and just wish him the best because he is a Man City player. But you also have to rate it. You have to rate it, man. His back is against the wall. He's up against the ropes, people. He's up against the ropes. Ain't nobody believed in Kalvin Phillips, particularly Pep. Pep don't believe in Kalvin Phillips. Yeah. But he's still saying, nah, I'm staying. I want my place, and I'm going to work hard. So all you can do is rate that and hope it works for him. You don't have to like him. You don't have to want him to play. But someday he's going to get an opportunity, and it's up to him to take that. So
he needs to take these opportunities. Obviously, they'll come very, very minimal. He's just got everyone in front of him. That's the issue. Kovacic plays in that 6 above Kalvin Phillips. Nunez will probably play there above Kalvin Phillips. Obviously, Rodri's in there above Kalvin Phillips. He's just falling down the pecking order, man. So it's a shame. But if he stays and does step up and then takes his opportunities, then buzzing. We're all winning. Pammy with a 2 says he was trying to injure our players in training.
Cancelo.
I'm gonna guess it means Cancelo. Yeah, there's rumours he was throwing a ball at Pep, I think. Obviously, I don't.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know if it's true. We don't know if it's true, but if it is, bad form, Joao, mate. But you're gone now.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Party Time says same thing happened with Zinchenko and he fought his way back in. Yeah, because Wolves wanted to buy Zinchenko for like 20 mil or something, but he was like, no, I want to stay and fight for my spot, and then he did, and he did bits. So basically, Kalvin Phillips is just following that same route.
That's it, man. It can be done. It can be done. I mean, I was fine with selling Zinchenko at that point. When Wolves came in for him, I was kind of like, yeah, if we want to let him go. But he said, nah, I want to stay. Mm-hmm. And it worked for him. So Kalvin Phillips will be drawing inspiration from that and hoping he can do the same thing. But it's difficult, man. It's really difficult. Like I reiterated when we were talking about Doyle and McAtee. It's no embarrassment to not be good enough to play for Manchester City. Like, it's the best team in the world. So that's not a big shade on Kalvin Phillips, but I rate the fact that he still he doesn't want to let the opportunity go. Like, a lot of players who are weak-minded would see all the stick he's getting. He'd say, no one believes in me. The fans don't really want me to play. The manager doesn't trust in me. I'll go somewhere else and start fresh, and just forget this thing happened. I've got my treble medal as it is what it is. But he's saying no. He's got a bit of fighting spirit, and he wants to try and give it a proper crack. So I rate it. Genuinely, I rate it, and I wish him the best. But he's got a long way to go before he works his way into any team sheets.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, part time to the exclusive City Extra news. Man City have snapped up Danny McGrath, but due to EU rules, will be assigned to Lommel and join City in 2024. 17-year-old midfielder wants to keep an eye on in future. It says Craig, mate.
Who's Danny McGrath? Should I know him?
I have no idea who he is.
I'm going to look him up. Danny McGrath, you say, Craig, party time. Danny McGrath.
Danny McGrath is... Wait, no, it's not. Wait.
Does he mean McGrath or McGrath?
I don't know.
Here he is.
Croatian.
Here he is. Ireland under-17 vice-captain. Okay. He's the Ireland under-17 vice-captain, Danny McGrath. McGrath, yeah. Belgium-bound as City Football Group make their move. McGrath emerged through St. Kevin's Boys. St. Kevin's Boys are a feeder club for my team in Dublin Bohemians. It's actually the same club that Evan Ferguson went for. Evan Ferguson went from St. Kevin's Boys to Bows and then to Brighton. So he came from St. Kevin's Boys.
Mad. Tinte with the two says...
Sorry, I thought I closed this.
Oh, you get scared then thinking that you closed the call.
I was actually in the middle of saying something and I clicked X on something. I was like, I'll just X myself off that fucking stream. But he's going to going to Lommel SK, who are part of the City Football Group, apparently. Yeah.
Pretty mad.
So big up Danny McGrath, man.
Tinte with the two says Kalvin probably be fine on the bench and win stuff. I mean, if he's fine for that, and that is what it is, he must have had a conversation with the club, with Pep and that, to know where he's at. Because he knows how far down his pecking order is. But if he believes that he can get himself in, then I rate the chest, man. I rate it like he believes that he can do it. But some people will say it's stupid and he should be wanting to go play football kind of thing. But it's a weird, especially with the World Cup around the corner as well. Zeno with the 50 says, I personally feel like Phillips would be better suited to a central centre-back than the Rodri position. He's not mobile enough to play as a Rodri backup. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing that we always say about Kalvin Phillips. Every time you see him, he looks slow. Looks sluggish, man. He looks like he's out of sync with the rest of the team. But
like if you're being totally fair to the guy and you're trying to give him the benefit of the doubt to some capacity, he's going to look slow when he's played fuck all football. Like you can't expect him to drop in for 45 minutes and look sick. Nobody can do that. You know what I mean? Even poor old Haaland. It takes a while to get up and running properly and get into it. Like De Bruyne will too when he comes back. He won't be sharp. He'll need a few games to get into the flow of things. So with Phillips, just because he doesn't look like Foden or Rodri when he gets dropped in for 45 minutes here and there, you can't write him off. He still looks overweight, says Bammy. Yeah, maybe he is, but I wouldn't hold that against him until he's had a sustained period of games, which he ain't gonna get.
Yeah,
right now.
I think we're caught up. You know, I think we're caught up on transfer.
Nunez is the big one.
Yeah, the Nunez one's the biggest one. That's the one that's the one that we really want to start being pushed through. Obviously, him now on strike, it just makes it a bit more toxic, and it will. I think, be done in the next couple of days because Wolves won't want that. Wolves won't want any of that business. There's also City working on the addition of the left back Valentin Barco ahead of competition from Brighton, Juventus, and Chelsea. City are also working on another South American target. Not sure if it was CFG or people planning for future, but yeah, that's just come out now. But yeah,
I think we spoke about that Barco guy before.
Yeah, I'm sure we spoke about him before. But yeah, that's that's pretty much all your news. There's not really it's because it's only getting to the end of the transfer window. It's only one player that we're going for, Nunez. So it's not like there's loads of links for like loads of different players like we've had all this transfer window. It's just all about waiting on what happens with Nunez now. But I'm confident we'll get it done. I'm confident we'll get it done.
Yeah, I think we'll get it done. It's a 10 out of 10 window then for me when we get that done.
Yeah, Nunez,
10
get Nunez over the line, all that announced and stuff. 10 out of 10 window, 100%, 100%.
We'll do a stream after Friday about the transfer window when it's closed and summarize our thoughts. But in short, I'm very happy with it when we get Nunez done.
Yeah, definitely. Moji says, when do you guys see a here we go coming for Nunez? I'd probably say like Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday or Thursday, I reckon. It'll be before Friday.
Yeah. Mohammed says, tie Kalvin up and swap him with Eze. I mean, I'd love that. I'd love getting Eze in. Not sure about tying Kalvin up and that.
Yeah, I'd love Eze too.
But I'd love getting Kalvin in.
Feels a bit illegal.
What do you say?
Feels a little bit illegal.
Yeah, it feels a little bit illegal. Craig said it's getting done on deadline day. Yeah, well, it might take until deadline day, but I just hope we get it over the line. I don't want to sweating or do you know what I mean? There's some like the Paqueta thing. We were so close. We're so close to getting that deal done, and then it all went to shit. I don't want that again with Nunez. Like I don't want like to get to the point that it's like City have pulled out. Like not about that.
Yeah, well, as long as what's his name, Nunez is behaving and he has a clean record, I think it'll go through. Obviously, Paqueta is a different situation, but I don't want him to go to deadline day. I hate the stress of deadline day. I like to have our business done before then.
Yeah, I agree.
We'll see.
Yeah, man. Appreciate everyone who's super chatted, by the way. Do you know what I mean? Big love, man. It's supports us loads. So big up to all the people who super chatted us today. All the people who like the stream. Big up to people who are new and subscribing to the channel. That's what we need. We're trying to get to 100k, as Nick told us before. 100k by May. Or Christmas. That'd be a nice Christmas present, wouldn't it? But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow with some more streams. Obviously, we've got loads of transfer stuff coming up with all this Nunez stuff popping off. So we'll have to wait and see when that goes off. But best believe we will be there. We will be there waiting. Me and Hugh don't move. We sit right here. We sit right here on camera to each other just like this until news pops. Then we go live. That is it. And sometimes Hugh's allowed. Yeah, we don't even talk to each other. We literally just sit there in silence. So yeah, we'll be live as soon as. Big up all the people in the chat. Big up everyone. See you tomorrow. See you in a bit.